So to know me is to know that I love shopping at Aldi. And, I love me a good deal. And I was actually walking through the aisles and I saw uh, Aldi has a protein powder. It's called Elevation, right? And it made me, and then I picked it up and I was just like, oh, okay, this looks pretty decent. And it made me wonder, now, is there a difference between, say, Gold Standard Whey, Optimum Nutrition, and this Elevation Protein Whey Protein Blend? So, what I wanted to do is break it down. Is there a difference between the two? Is the cheaper one less quality? Is the more expensive one less quality? Because we know um, Optimum Nutrition 100% whey can cost around, if you get it on Amazon, you can get it around $32, but that bag is about 18 bucks. So which one is better? Let's talk about it. So as I started to break down both of these two protein powders, I got super nerdy with it. So don't judge me. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Yep. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So yeah, don't judge me. So yeah, with both of the protein powders, right? So with the Optimum Nutrition, you get a smaller scoop. So the little scoop that you scoop the protein powder up with, it's smaller than what the Elevation scoop is. The scoop is a whole lot bigger, which accounts for the grammage that you get. So you get 46 grams with the Elevation and 32 grams with the Optimum Nutrition, right? So in the Optimum Nutrition, you got 28 servings. With Elevation, you get 20 servings. Not bad, especially for the price. And then there are 30 grams per serving with the Elevation and 24 grams per serving with the Optimum Nutrition, which kind of makes sense with it being a larger scoop, right? Or you're getting more grammage. However, I kind of wanted to do some calculations. And that sounds nerdy as hell, but I just did them anyways because I was like, ooh, this sounds interesting. It's a scientist in me. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. So, and I just bit my lip. So, if I wanted to get to the same amount of servings, or if I wanted to get to the same amount of grammage that Optimum Nutrition has with the Elevation, basically using a smaller scoop, I would still have to, or the same amount of, not grammage, but the same amount of um, protein with the Elevation, I would still need 37 grams in that scoop, which ups my servings to 25 servings, right? So now we're at 25 servings compared to 28 servings, $18 compared to 32. So you do the math, right? So then I was like, okay, well, how much grammage is in, or how many grams of protein powder is in each one? So there's about 920 grams in the Elevation container, where there's about 800. Oh, we'll round it up to 900. So there's about 20 more grams of servings, or 20 more grams of protein powder in the Elevation than in the Optimum Nutrition. I don't know about you, but I'm like, oh, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Now the blends are different. So you have in both you have concentrate and isolate, which just means that one was processed a lot longer. There's a one has a higher concentration of whey protein, and then there's hydrolyzed, which allows you to absorb the whey more readily. And so the Optimum Nutrition has the hydrolyzed, the Elevation does not. So it depends on what you're trying to go for. Will depend on what you're looking. Well, it depends on if that matters to you or not. Okay. So, but what's interesting here is that the Elevation includes vitamins and minerals like vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. So that's I was like, okay, getting our vitamins and minerals in, make sure our organs and our bodily functions are functioning correctly, especially after a workout. Super important, right? But then they both have maltodextrin, right? So maltodextrin just improves the taste, the longevity, and then it's going to be readily broken down pretty rapidly in your body, in your system, and used as glucose. So before I get way more into more nerdy shit, this is my breakdown. So would I say that one is better than the other? I wouldn't. Actually, I would. Now, let me backtrack. I would say one is better than the other, and the reason being is because the for the price point of this elevation, right? And considering the price point and the amount that you get for the Optimum Nutrition, I might start switching to that elevation if I'm being quite honest. And then let's talk about taste. Okay, so to be honest, the this Elevation Whey Protein Blend has a thicker taste. Now it depends on what you like, but it has a thicker taste. I got this peanut butter chocolate peanut butter blend or whatever flavor, and it tastes like some thick chocolate milk, really. And I do milk, I do water with this. So, and that really tells me everything I need to know. If it tastes good with water, it's going to taste good with milk, and I bet money this tastes good with milk. Now, the Optimum Nutrition is a little bit watery, in my opinion. So I have to always put less water in there to make it a little bit more thicker. And that's just a personal preference. So will you be switching? Because I think I will be. Oh, and before I go, let me know if there's other products you want me to review, break down, get all nerdy with, see if one product is better than the other. Is the more expensive version better than the cheaper version, right? Are you getting your money's worth out of the more expensive version? Or are you just paying for the name? All right. Catch y'all later.